Okay. So I'm going to give you guys like a real quick history lesson here. So the thing is, here's the battlefield. Okay. Okay, this is 1066. You've got William the Conqueror down here. You've got, I'm sure it's King Harold, whatever. This guy here. That's his army, and there are like hundreds of men. Hundreds of men along here in a wall, shield wall. And then down here you had like arrows. That's meant to be an archer. Okay, you had archer. You had like swordsmen with shields, and you had horses. Okay, that's a horse. Okay, so cavalry, all sorts of stuff. So the thing is why a unit cohesion was super strong was up the hill. Also played an important factor was the shield wall is like a few bodies deep as well. It's like 2, 3, 4 bodies deep. Okay, without those bodies, you ain't getting shit. You ain't getting horses, you ain't getting cavalry. Nothing ain't getting through there. Nothing ain't getting through there. It's going to be hard because they're staying together. The tougher is one. The tougher. This is my point that I'm trying to make today. This is what we're working towards in game as well. And it's been effective and proven in history that staying together, it makes you win. In a way. Sort of. But you'll see what I mean. Rarely does an all-out charge super duper work. Rarely. The only people that were really good at all-out charges were the Scottish and some Germans in the medieval people, you know, against the Roman armies. They would do like a big old-fashioned berserker charge down the side of a mountain. It was ridiculous. And that was super effective against English people because we hated it. We couldn't understand it. We couldn't repel that. It was difficult. Exceptions. So here you had your foot soldiers would go up and try to push them off the hill. Couldn't do it. When you lock your shields together, you can't do it. You become a solid mass and it's impossible to move you anywhere. It's like a phalanx in a way. Horses couldn't do it. They get swamped down by men. Can't do anything. Archers, arrows were super not effective because you can't shoot as well uphill, and of course you have shields. You're gonna sit there all day. It's great. You can have a great time. So what actually happened in this battle was a loss of cohesion. What happened is the foot soldiers went up, didn't quite work out, and these guys up here pushed them down. They decided to push them down the hill. And they pushed them all the way down. And they became like a rout. It became like a rout of foot soldiers. And they became sparse in formation, is what we're assuming here, the historians agree. And what happened then was the unit of cavalry. This is a horse. The guy on it. Okay. Whatever. Okay. The horse. Super loved that. Super loved that. So what happened when the units came down the hill, became sparse? Well, guess what? Your cavalry comes down. Smashed them to bits. Smashed them. If they stayed up on the hill, where they were tougher as one, it would have been a different matter. We think it could have changed the course of history in the UK and British Isles. And because of this, the heavy cavalry actually smashed the fuck out of these guys, and William the Conqueror won. He won. We don't know if the charge and the rout, or if the feint retreat was a real tactic, or if it was just by chance. But they came down off their position where they had the advantage and they got smashed by artillery because they broke cohesion. We don't think it was a plan by the king to do that. We don't think it was. So you can understand in the same principle in Crossout, when you do get a little excited, you go in, you overextend, you're actually vulnerable to the entire enemy team. So think about this when you're next in game and you're playing and you're with a match of competitive players. Well, where's your position? Where's your shield wall? Where's your high ground? And that changes and differs somewhat to what your build is, and what map you're on.